The oldest restaurant in the world. Yeah, we're going to the oldest restaurant in the world. We're going to the buffet. This is Rita's cousin.
That one's taken. These aren't taken, are they? They don't have for power.
And now we're running for a cab. If we can catch it. Yeah. No, taken.
Okay.
Y mañana también. Lo tengo, no sé cómo saltar.
You got those?
Hmm?
Did you take pictures?
I'm taking pictures.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, she's right there.
Let them turn hands.
No,
Sure. But turn around, there's some like a new area there.
I already did that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Gracias. Algo de la historia de Cuba. ¿Estoy segura?
He estado en Cuba ahora hace poco.
Yo voy a ir ahora. Voy a llevar a mi padre.
Impresionó.
He doesn't even know I'm filming it.
Me impresionó.
El nombre Marino López Blanco, ¿lo reconoce?
Marino López Blanco.
And that's what I like about it. I can keep this picture up.
Alguien, aún no sé, me suena, pero mi marido a lo mejor sabe. Fue de
La
la Marina.
familia,
Hmm?
los hermanos que vinieron.
Are we too close?
No. Mm.
No?
La gente es
Tratable.
muy educada, muy agradable.
You see how easily Sandra just puts that bread in her mouth?
Muy bien. O sea que os lleváis un gran recuerdo de madre. Uy, qué vieja estoy, qué mayor. Qué mayor. ¿Cómo se notan las fotos de los años, verdad?
Happy time in Madrid.
Hey, baby.
Hola, gracias.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Bueno, hablas muy bien español. Y Rita también lo habla muy bien.
Bueno,
Ella tiene miedo de hablar.
Ella,
Habla muy bien.
yo se lo he dicho muchas veces que tenemos que practicar las palabras, ella y yo.
Porque papá está escribiendo mucho. O sea, hay mucha gente
En el
que quiere hablar
edificio,
español.
en el edificio mío tengo 4 personas que son de aquí, de Madrid.
Ah, sí.
Then I zoom back and you can see that
Y viven
what that has to do with where we are.
trabajando algo.
En la playa.
Playa del Gaulu, será un... Dime el nombre de la ciudad.
condominium.
Pero tendrá...
Reddington,
Reddington Beach, Bel Air Beach.
Clearwater.
Clearwater. En Clearwater es amiga mía.
Ya.
Tengo una amiga que vive aquí ahora.
Bueno, yo vivo 5 minutos, 10 minutos de ahí.
10 minutos de Clearwater.
Y Rita vive. We're in Madrid, and this is the King's Palace. At one time, back in the early or mid 1800s, in the square they would have public hangings. After that, then people would come here to the center part to just take strolls in the evening and on Sundays. This was like a gathering place. During the period of the king and queen would stand at one of the doors or one of the windows and speak to its people. And here you can see they have a statue of a horse and a man on it, and it's I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go find out.
And while she's gone to find out, we're going to tell. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, Felipe Cuatro, which is Philip the Fourth.
Philip the Fourth. And this is some kind of apparatus they put up here to have some kind of a concert. It sure messes up the beauty of this building. And all out here is the outside restaurant where people have purchased food in one of the little bazaars around. Which this whole place is lined with stores of all sorts. And there's another wall.
They know her.
They know her.
Wait. There's another one. Wait. I'll let you know when.
There's two more.
They're coming. There's another one. We frighten them.
That was too quick.
That's all right, I got it.
Él lo tiene, él lo cogió, salió. ¿A dónde está el Palacio de Cristal?
Por ahí para allá, y donde hay una terraza, dicen por ahí.
Ahí. Okay.
¿Por esta calle o ahí abajo? ¿Por este camino o abajo?
Por la calle está.
Este camino.
Cojan por ahí abajo la calle está alta, y a la derecha.
Okay, girl.
Look at the palace in 1887, guys. Come here.
In 1887, this palace was built. It was world-renowned as the most beautiful architect done. The Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace was built in 1887.
Okay.
And it was built for the king. Oh, listen, the story about those pines. ¿Qué pasa? They would make the vats for the wines out of the trees that are in the pond here.
And these cypress trees came from Florida, or the region across all the way to California. And the girls seem to want to hide behind the mirror.
They brought in 1492.
Do you have my camera?
Hmm?
Do you have my camera?
No.
No.
Here we are, Sandra, Rita, Delmas, and Esmeralda. We're standing at what was at one time the backyard of the King and Queen of Spain. This was their park. At one time, The king and queen were the only ones allowed in the park, and a lot of cleaning servants to make sure there wasn't any leaves on the floor. They opened the park up sometime in the early 1800s for the public. The public did not mean any and everybody. That was for royalty to come walking through the park. You had to be at a full attire of clothes. You had to be very well dressed. The ladies with their parasols and their cummerbunds, and the men all dressed up in suits. The king and queen have not been in this area for many years. In the late 1800s or early 1900s, each king and queen that have taken reign here in Spain have owned their own palace, so they don't use the main palace anymore. But can you visualize the king and queen and the kids riding through here in their horses, because this was their backyard.
Playground.
This was their playground. And all of this that's here and all these things that Delmas has taken pictures of was just their toys.
Oh.
You do miss it. Oh, okay.
Are we in?
We're here.
We're in Madrid.
This is El Parque de Cristal, and we are the kings and queens and the children of the king. All right.
How many glasses of sangria?
We're having fun. Another glass of sangria, por favor.
That sangria hit you up to the night before a loop, baby.
Sure is.
No, but tonight I had two.
That's too cool. Now,
We are in Madrid, in El Parque del Retiro. Today is October 20th, Friday. The year 2000. Well, we're in Toledo. We just drove in. We just stopped. And just took...
it's raining.
It's raining. It took about
Hour.
an hour to drive from Madrid because of the rain. And this is our first impression of Toledo. It has kind of like an imitation of what we saw at Lugo. This one seems a lot newer. A wall surrounding the old part of the city.
Okay, we've arrived in Toledo. We're looking for some place to eat. And happened to come by this castle or palace. Very interesting. It's across on the other side of a canyon. You can see the rocks. Down there's a road that obviously leads up to it. Some sort of an entranceway there, possibly into tunnels or whatever that goes back up into the bottom. And there's the castle. Give you an idea how far back we are from this. I'm looking out over a building that's below me. There's the river. So evidently the castle's along the river too. It's beautiful.
All right. Turn on the windshield wipers.
Tell them what we're doing.
We're going down this road, and it's very narrow and very winding. And we're going quite slow. I mean, we have no other choice in this one. This is, looks like it goes into somebody's home back here. Notice how narrow these walls are.
We're about to scrape the mirrors.
We're about, yeah, almost. This is all Toledo. Toledo has been renovated quite a bit. It's got some beautiful things here. we're not as impressed with it as we have been with some of the other little cities, because it just seems like it's been renovated too much. You know, the oldness is not there like in other places that we've been. It has a mural. We're coming across. Okay, there is a turn here. Ah, we're out to the streets and the countryside. But it has been renovated quite a bit. Very pretty town. A lot of one-way streets because the streets are so narrow. Now we got around the city, there's a wall. That was done a lot years ago during the Roman period. And I'm going to shut it off right now. We're going back into the city. There's a lot of winding streets. Here's a pretty sight in front of us. Well, we're not going to see that for long because the street's going down again. All right, as soon as I come across something interesting, I'll start it back up again. We're in a 5th century cathedral right at the top of the hill. No, it isn't on the top, it's actually midway. And it seems like it's a really beautiful, very big cathedral. All the churches here are familiar. It's a beautiful area right here. Down there. I'll show you. Short period of time, and 4 hours later we're on our way to Malaga. The girls we're going down the road. This city is built.
Okay, look for me a sign.
Oh, gotta look for a sign. I'll give you a view right now of the road that we're taking is a state road, and the number on it is N 401. And 401 right there. And we're just going in through a bunch of little cities, little towns. They're not cities by no means. They're just little towns, very quaint. And we're on our way to Ciudad Real, which is called Real City. Anyway, that's the biggest town that we'll be seeing within the next half hour. So I just thought I'd give you a view of there's just the regular state roads that aren't very bad. They, the only thing is that you're going in through all the little cities. Well, we're tourists, and we want to see all the little cities. We don't want to just see the big cities. It's actually very nice driving along these roads. We have seen so many things that we'd have to have the camera on all the time for y'all to see everything that we're seeing, because it's like every 30 seconds there's something that is unusual and beautiful, or just different. So I'm going to turn it off until we get to the city of the real city. Ciudad Real, which is real city. Today is Saturday. We're on our way to Malaga. The girls stayed in Madrid another day because Rita's father is not very well, and she has some aunts and uncles here, so she has decided that she wanted to stay a little bit longer, and we thought that would be best. Sandra stayed with her, and they will be joining us tomorrow. They are going by train down to Malaga, and they will be joining us tomorrow. They should be getting there tomorrow about 2 o'clock, 2:30. So then we'll start our vacations together. We should be in Malaga today, probably within the next 4 or 5 hours. So, as I said, we've got a long ride and lots of little cities to see. Today is Saturday, the 21st, I believe. Saturday the 21st, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, which would make it 6 hours early.
8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning there. It would be a great idea if I could call my dad right now just to let him know I'm okay, but it's just been very difficult time-wise. When we're up, he's sleeping. When he's sleeping, we're up. So it's been a little difficult. But we are going to try to get to Dad and to Kevin. And that's the where we're going. 93 kilometers to
Where we're going?
Real City. Ciudad Real. Okay, that's it. This is just one of the small cities that we're coming into. And kind of like that cathedral behind these buildings here. See if I can get a little glimpse of it. If they'll miss a stop, there's a castle right there.
Can't stop.
And there's a gas station, and the cathedral is right behind it. I think when we come around this corner here, we might be able to see the cathedral again. It's just a small little town. I just wanted to show you how... Here we go. Let's see if we can see it here. No, can't. We lost it. But we're also out of the city. When I started this film, we were coming into the city, and this is the end of the city.
Oh my.
Virgen ahí se me parecía.
What is that?
This is the Jewish chapel.
Oh.
It's not called the chapel in Spanish because it was here in Spain. Remember I told you there was the Jews, the Muslims. Was it Muslims? Was it? Oh no.
I don't know.
It was three religions. You gotta take this one. This is my mother's.
Where? Oh, yeah?
That's how they got my first
Hello?
No, Concepcion.
Huh?
Conception.
Oh.
Go ahead, lift it up. Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Just wanted to show you some of the outside of that beautiful place that we just came from inside. Looks like just an old dilapidated building. And right here they're reconstructing something, evidently something that's been damaged or tore down or whatever. When you go inside this building, there's nothing all the way to the ceiling. Just beautiful columns. I hope you'll be able to come out in this video. Video's a little hard to do in there because they actually don't want us to do it. So we bought some books and pictures that will show the beautiful colors. And then you can see it on the video to see that the pictures are real. We can't see the bell tower that those bells are coming from, but hopefully you can hear them.
Oh, you can hear them. I think you can hear them through the whole city.
Actually, that's the bell. It's chiming right there. You have to know that that is probably up some 400 or 500 feet from the street level. And we're on top of a mountain. Those bells are the big bells chiming on top of the church, calling the people to mass. It's kind of noisy here. But those are the big bells that they're chiming right there.
I know these pictures may seem beautiful on picture, but to see
You don't even know.
to be down here and listening to the chimes and seeing all of this is just really overwhelming again.
Okay, as we promised earlier, here's the main entrance. For some reason it's closed, and you use entrances on the side. Look at the how the building is deteriorated here. This building was built in the 3rd century. If you can picture what it must have taken to build a building, as we have professional photographs of the inside because they wouldn't. Okay, look who's driving. Look at this road.
Roads.
Just thought you'd like to see what we get into here.
And we're going up a mountain. Like I got a shift.
Yeah. We're pulling this hill in 3rd gear to give you an idea how up it is.
But nothing is really up because it seems like when you think you're going up, then you're going back down again. And I don't know which is worse, going down at 60 or going up at 80. Now that sign's telling me to go.
The round circle with the numbers in it or the speed limit. And remember, that's kilometers. That's only 2/3 of hours. And we're going 80. But we only have 27 kilometers to go for wherever we're going, we think.
Holy mackerel. That curve. Oh, and by the way, if we go down this mountain and we don't stay on the road,
you may not get to see this film.
you might not get to see this film for sure. You won't see us. Holy shit. There's only one word for this, and I think holy shit at right now going 65 is the only words for it. And by the way, if we had a car behind us, they'd probably be passing us. And if you were on it, you'd probably think that you were on a roller coaster, because that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm guiding this roller coaster. And I'm giving Delmas a thrill ride. Now, if you notice on that curve,
He was on your side.
he was on my side, and I didn't have any more side to turn to. I feel like Maria Andretti. Now, can you understand why? Looking at these curves. This is probably going to make you dizzy looking at it. And if you think it's going to make you dizzy on the film, you should be in this car riding or driving. Sure wouldn't mind being in the flatlands of Florida right now, just for about a half hour or so to undizzy myself. Now we're coming into a little community.
Okay, it looked like it's stretching out, so we're going to shut her down.
Today's Sunday. We're here at the Rock of Gibraltar. Sandra, Delmas, and Rita and I are going to get close to the Rock of Gibraltar. I'm going to try to zoom it in to see if we can get in a little closer. You can see there's a barred walk, and people are just walking through. I'm trying to zero in so you can see it a little closer. This is the highest peak here, and without distorting the picture, there it is. And I'm going to move it to the right so you can see the size of this mammoth rock. And those are clouds, so I'm going to bring it down, and you can see the homes on the shoreline. And this is all part of the UK. It's a beautiful view, and we're on that walkway. And we have to move now because this is a bus stop where we're at. We could probably get a ticket, but you can see where the clouds are at. Let me zoom out. There we go. And there's the rock.
And this is a better look at the Rock of Gibraltar. Understand, way at the top up there, where all them things are, is a radar. But understand, white monkeys live in them woods up there. There's a lot of big stuff up there. This is understand, this is a city of itself, a country of its own. Not part of the United Kingdom, but it's a country. Sandra, go on up there. Esmeralda?
Delmas is taking a picture of it, so go ahead and read it
So
out.
the ancient world Gibraltar was known as Mons Calpin, one of the legendary pillars created by Hercules. As a religious shrine, and as an entrance to Hades, to many, it signified the non plus ultra, the end of the then known world. The rock of Gibraltar. We are at the Rock of Gibraltar.
Now I want to hear it so that this machine can hear you.
Do you want that red?
No, I want you to say it. And this is looking down from the top of, well, not from the top, but very near the top of the Rock of Gibraltar. And this is the Straits of Gibraltar. There is Africa. Over there, I don't know if you can tell much because it's a long ways over there. There's a very large city, but it's not going to come in so we can see it. Many ships in the harbor out here. Many ships.
Take a picture of her taking a picture of us.
Okay, I can't see that.
And this is Rita taking a picture of us while we're taking a picture of her.
Die Sicherheitssysteme an Bord entsprechen sowohl höchsten internationalen Standards als auch entsprechenden Auflagen der germanischen Leute. Genießen Sie also einen tollen Flug übers Wasser, wenn 5.500 PS diesen Katamaran auf 36 Knoten oder 67 Stundenkilometer beschleunigen. Gemäß internationaler Sicherheitsvorschriften zeigen wir Ihnen den Gebrauch der Rettungswesten und geben Ihnen bei Tower-Lastbezüge in Notfällen. Wir bitten um Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Unter Ihrem Sitzplatz befindet sich eine Rettungsweste, die Sie nach Aufforderung durch die Schiffsleitung bitte hervorziehen. Entfalten Sie die Schwimmweste so, dass Notleuchte und Festfigur der Weste nach vorn zeigen. Lösen Sie den Klettverschluss, ziehen Sie den Rettungskragen über den Kopf und drücken Sie den Klettverschluss wieder zusammen. Den Festfigur führen Sie links herum und Ihren Rücken wieder nach vorn. Und verbinden das Gurtende mit dem Verschluss. Ziehen Sie den Gurt noch einmal fest an. Bei Dunkelheit ziehen Sie die kleine Leine aus dem Batteriezylinder. Die Notleuchte wird automatisch ausgelöst. Für Scheinsignale benutzen Sie an der Weste befestigte Sicherheitspfeife. Spezielle Rettungswesten für Kinder befinden sich in den dafür besonders bezeichneten Gepäckfächern. Die Fahrgäste werden müssen mit der Emergency light will operate automatically. Special life windows for children allocated in their quarantine cargo package compartments. Passengers are requested to access the ship with temperatures and putting on their life reserves. Now the view all the instructions on how to leave the ship in emergencies. Furthermore, the evacuation of all passengers from the saloon on the upper and lower deck is near the outer deck. Please allocate in the back and front of the main deck. The passengers from the upper saloon are therefore asked to walk down to the main deck in case of evacuation. You can get there via the inner staircase or via the outer staircase from the subdeck. You can reach the subdeck via the two outer doors in the back. The main deck has four exits leading to the outer decks. Two main doors in the back of the ship, which lead to the quarterdeck in the back. Passengers from the back end of the main deck or from the upper saloon should use these doors. Two emergency exits are located at the front of the saloon on the main deck. Please lead to the outer deck in the front. Passengers on
This is a picture out the side window to try to indicate how rough the water is and how steady the boat is running. You can see I'm standing here and it's not really moving. Way off in the distance is the mountains of Africa. There's a tanker over there. It's about probably 2 miles away. I don't know if you can see that. You just barely make out the gray mountains over there. They're probably 25, 30 miles away. Yes. Would I lie to you?
Yeah.
Pictures tell stories.
Yes.
Pictures don't tell stories, do they?
And we could hear you snore on it.
We're in trouble. We have to get the
I
negative.
think they call this bribery. Bug, rear. We get playing right there. It goes back at the back deck.
thing you see in the middle of the picture, a windmill. Electricity, that's the thing that we're looking at over there. The southern coast along the Strait of Gibraltar. Coming up on the edge here now. Haven't seemed to slow down any, but they announced for everybody to go back to their seats. As you can see, the general roll, the camera's setting on like a dash here. Forward a while ago. Some full telephoto, but the handrail up there sort of messed up the focus. I think I'm looking at the handrail but not at the city, so. Big giant winch up there with an anchor. Just to give you an idea what this looks like. I don't know how far we've traveled, but it's been about an hour and a half we've been on the boat. Probably a mile and a half or 2 miles yet out of the city. I expect to be there pretty soon. Same thing?
No,
Not even that it's
looks like a lot of
Tuesday, October 24th,
it's and we're in Tangier.
and we're in Tangier.
The men are walking around with long gowns on. And then hoods over their head. Yeah.
Does it mean something, the longer the gown or something?
No, I don't think so.
We don't know what we're going to see here yet, but
They're, I think they're called fez, just like in the Masonic thing, isn't it? They're fez. They're fez.
yeah, they're feds, but probably have a lot different meaning.
Oh. I don't remember the name
What
of
was
the
the
place.
country of Tyre?
Huh?
Country of Tyre.
Fire? Where's that?
Did you get on? Yeah, on that camel down there. No, I don't know there.
Where are you running from, Rita? Huh? What are you running from?
I know. That's why I'm like that.
Can I do it in the dress? I guess. Who's her?
You can do it in that, I guess. Like that.
I don't know what the line's at.
Hold the camel.
Go for it, Rita!
Okay, we have to go into the restroom.
You guys up next. You're not going after me for this thing.
Okay?
Maybe, or this one.
And then after her. And then me next.
Yes.
So you can be ready. I know. But you pay it? Yeah, I'm all right. 100? 100. Yeah, that's all. Is that 100? Yeah. You may have to find it. And then you find it.
Okay, I'll
You probably won't need to. Did you take a picture?
Yes, lady. Yes. Come on.
Rock up. Little band here that kind of hammer. One violin is lifting up, one other guy. Tambourine thing. Very nice dress. Dress included the food, but not the drink. So if we want anything to drink, golly, who is this? With food in her mouth.
Again.
Look, she's got it in both. Very nice little restaurant. And I'm sure that they probably prepared for us. However, I have a feeling we'll be here for a while. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Down to,
What an experience.
tell us about it, Esmeralda. Where have you been?
A long line. A long line in the bathroom, but it isn't that bad. It's very clean.
It was clean. It was clean, but not enough facilities for the women.
Definitely not. It was only 2. How's the bread? Very good. I got 3 pieces of it. Wonderful. Where's the butter? Actually, this is better than Spain. It's great bread. This is good to eat here. Like Brian.
Just moving around a little bit. We're about to go into this castle. So I'll just take a few quick of the outside and we'll go it. And we'll be ambling through these streets. Everybody has a little something to buy, sell, trade.
This fortification, it was built in 17th century by English, okay? Under the reign of Charles II, King of England. Please, the first stop.
I don't know if you heard, but this wall was built in English in the 17th century. Here's a little bit more of it. We're going to be going down through this passageway in a minute or so. Take notice to the man carrying the pack of blankets on his shoulder. It's hard to walk downhill and see this camera. I'm going to turn it back off. There'll be a corner of the castle down there. coming into a courtyard here, but if you look off in the distance, you'll see straight to Gibraltar.
Out there, you don't see beyond the mountain and the rest of the coast of Spain. The same thing little things, the same thing in Gibraltar. First you go to the seaport in Gibraltar. When you finish, you go down to 6 yards. Fotos con un serpiente dando una oportunidad al señor. Dale.
This is the Alhambra, and it was built by the Moors back in the, I forgot, 1500s. Or prior to that. I'll have to get all the detailed information out of our books. And we just bought another book, The Official Guide to the Alhambra and the General Life.
And this bridge thing that you see we're looking at is really a working aqueduct from wherever it comes from, but it's got water in it. We saw it from the end over there. We're on a bridge. A minute ago I showed you the aqueduct. We walked straight across the bridge to the other side, and this is some of this is some of the way they built these. Just a few quick peeks at what we're seeing, because some dummy left the other battery in the room. So we're going to make some very short pictures here, but this is more of this wall that we've encountered many people. Thought you might like to see this green wall. It's a evergreen bush, a bunch of evergreen bushes that are carved to look like a castle wall. They use a trimmer to keep them in shape. These beautiful roses caught my eye. I couldn't pass them up. The red ones and the pink ones. They're just beautiful. Everything is so evenly manicured and beautiful. This is some of the ruins left. I can't explain how they are or why they are, but evidently they were here and they've been dug up. Just a big vat down there. This wall continues. Give you a quick shot of this castle over there. We're working our way over to that. It's a cathedral, I believe. Oh, there we go. I hope you can see some of what this is. It looks like some kind of an arena with openings coming in. Possibly was not big enough for a bullfight, but I don't know what it was. But there's all of these walls and all of this. And these cannons set up here overlooking this. And there's one of the warriors right there. And there's this big cannon and two smaller cannons cannons. And of course there's construction going on everywhere where they're refurbishing this, that, and other. This is the outside of the beautiful cathedral that we were just in.
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. Everything is so beautiful. And this is the palace, probably the thing that everybody comes to see up here. We learned we can't come in, we can't go in the palace until after 5:30 this evening. But that's okay. It'll be worth the wait, I'm sure. And I think it's bath time. That bird is just in there just taking a bath. And then the little one, he sort of sneaked in there beside him but got run out just a second ago. This is probably some kind of a warm sauna or something of that nature. But more of the little patios and so forth that we've seen. And look at that. That's Esmeralda. I'm backed as far away as I can get from the entrance to this palace. You can see the trees on both sides, so if I back up anymore, you're not going to see much of it. I can kind of step forward here and show you the vast front of it.
This is one of the palaces of Carlos V, which I think would have been in the 1500s.
This is a picture of the palace from another angle, and we've climbed a good number of steps from that courtyard down there. But I wanted to do a quick turnaround of the city. That's down there. Well, this is on full photo, telephoto, so check the Art Bridge. What? Just another quick look, and we're on our way to that bell tower up there. An idea how far down the city was? Bell tower. That's full telephoto, and it's probably a couple, 200-300 yards away. Thought you might like to see this shot of this little passageway that goes down a wall here with a grated door. Goes down to another lower level. Just something to give you an idea somewhat how this wall is built. This one rock in particular right here. That's what the building is built out of. Or structure.
Look at that one that's just sticking out there.
This one?
Over there on that wall. There,
Wait a minute, I can't look right now.
how did they make
It shows a spiral staircase going down, and they have this steel door on it that prevents anybody from going down in it. We don't know what's down there, but it's beautiful. It is amazing. Look at the cracks in this structure. And what's more, look at these people on the top of it. Ooh, that's scary. We've made it to the top. There's a view of the city. Granada.
Wow. Look.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go see her.
We got to go see this. Probably a mile away.
One more.
But we're at the top. And this is looking down at a courtyard
And no elevator.
below. There's no elevators here. And of course, you can see how far down the street is. Look down. Why do you get dizzy when you look down? And that, of course, is a vast countryside. This is from another angle from this watchtower that we're at, which is, by the way, almost the tallest structure here. And there's another one. I'll show you. 1569. Built in 1569. We've now moved to the other side of this same tower. Looking down on different compartments, we came up across that patio right there. And of course, everywhere there's places to go. I don't know if we'll go in that one or not. I don't know what's in there.
I just
Wait a minute. And there seems to be the tallest of the two structures within here. Except, whoop, where'd it go? Gotta bring it in. The main thing over there, right there. What is that?
I don't know. I think
Is that
that's
that?
the palace, part of the palace.
Part of the palace. We're inside the Colosseum. Ooh. And my voice is echoing. And if you think we're going around in circles, we're going around in circles. And there goes Esmeralda walking off. Tell me acoustics here is tremendous. And we're back where we started. And now we've moved out to the outer edge of it, standing on one side of the circle, to tell you how big this is.
It's a
Interesting that this building is square on the outside and round on the inside. And then the corners, in this particular corner, is this beautiful staircase that takes you back to the bottom. And then, of course, looking back out, we're on the second level. Now you can see the tile roof and look down at the lower level. And there's that bell tower again that we keep seeing from different places. Well, we've one more thing to look at, and it's raining on our party. We haven't had the camera on for the last hour and a half or 2 hours because the battery is blinking very low on us, and we want to try to save some for the palace. So thought you'd like to see it. Looks like it might. We're inside the palace.
see the intricate work on the wall.
Well, the light has affected it. Too much light from outside to see the wall. We're now in an inside courtyard. Glowing fountain.
The court of the Golden Hole.
Again, I can show you intricate work on the wall. The entire wall is made this way. What is it?
It's the oldest of that era. Of the
Oh,
Alhambra.
and this was done in what century?
12th century.
The 9th or the 12th century?
This is early Arabic.
This is early Arabic. You can see the roof, the ceiling, as it may be. It's all a very intricate wood inlay. And the walls appear to be made of a plaster that's carved after it's put up there. Very beautiful. Go ahead. Go ahead and there you are.
I can't. I'm just finished reading it too fast. It has something to do with Muhammad, the third, or the fifth.
This is just a little cove that's in the corner of this beautiful courtyard.
These doors that we come in.
Check out the wooden doors. Go ahead, tell them.
The wooden door
No, you don't have to duck.
that we're coming to is a replica of what was there to start with. These doors over there and these doors over here.
I did this to show you a very large crack that goes from the ceiling all the way down to the floor of this beautiful hallway. Probably, so there's Esmeralda with her wet hair, probably a good 100 or more feet long. And again, the ceiling is all inlaid wood. I think I heard somebody say it's cypress. so it would last forever. Won't have a very bright light over it. I think they have in mind of a TV camera. Hopefully they'll put it on the ceiling and we'll see it a little better. Those are windows for lighting from outside. This appears to be a square of intricate little tile.
9th century.
9th century. And this is the famous fountain in the center. Each animal has water spouting. On the way out to this fountain, beautiful inlaid roots. Come down and the light comes back, the roof darkens. That's Toledo, Georgia. These are the sleeping quarters. The sleeping quarters of who? And these are the sleeping quarters of the kings and the queens. I guess he gets one side, and her and the youngin get the other side. No, I don't think the children. I just wish you could see the beauty of this. That appears flat, but it actually comes out. It's too 16-sided. 16-sided. There you can see how the parts of it are very flat going straight up. And as you go around, you can see how it looks over there. And I'm sure there's much more to be seen, so I'm going to try to save my battery. This is known as the Hall of the Kings. Each one has an intricate archway, and they go continue on for a couple hundred feet. This is a garden that we're viewing from one of the windows, the second floor of the palace. Must have been terrible to have to live like this with such ridiculous views right outside your hallway window. This is all very interesting carved. We got it up there. The black holes we see are holes that the gypsies lived in. You can see the wall that surrounded part of the city. The gypsies on this side and the people on that side. And I heard him say what that building was, but I don't remember. But that's up above the city. Give you an idea how far away it is. It's a schoolyard down at the lower side of the hill. And the people walking in the look like a outside restaurant.
We'll take a picture of that. You can come in.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Thought you might find this interesting. We climbed up here only to learn that this is put here in 1983. I don't know if you can read it. And altitude is 1,125, but we don't know what that is either. So
Wait a minute. This is a little place to pray. They've got the little cross up on the top. And it's a little...
And here's our little car at the top of the hill. It's a little park here and an observation. I want to get a better look at this big rock that's sitting here. The sun's really in a bad position to see it good, but it's a rock. And now we're going to look out over the countryside. And all you can see is mountains.
Look at this.
Yeah. Don't know if you can see the distance over there, some kind of a boundary of some sort, probably worked with tiles and clay from the mountain, the rock from the mountain. They got it pretty flat there. These mountains have a strange gray color to them. And as we go along, we found this big piece of steel sticking up here. But I wonder if you can see just how jagged this is. You got Esmeralda standing over it, looking in the grasslands. This looks like something on the moon, on an outer planet. I'm advancing over that way. Put it down at a level where you can see what the animals and so forth must see as they... And she's taking pictures.
Ellos me llamaban la españolita porque yo no hablaba cubano como ellos. Y ahora, después de tantos años, que mi abuelita, y hablando con los cubanos, yo hablo más cubana que el español. Porque quisiera vivir en el norte parte de España por 6 meses, 8 meses para aprender el español.
Pero allí no, se tiene que venir aquí a Andalucía, que no es español de Andalucía.
Mi abuela tenía el corazón en los dos lugares porque el abuelo y el esposo de mi abuelita, mi bisabuelo y mi abuelo eran de Andalucía, pero ella era de Gijón y la mamá era de Gijón. Asturiana. Y de parte de padre eran gallegos, de Lugo. Yo tengo una mezcla. Él se cree que, él dice que tú eres muy bueno.
Okay, it's Thursday, the 10th, the 26th of October, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a little garden. It's outside the famed bullfighting ring. We saw on TV the other day that one of the most famous of the bullfighters retired from here at about 60-some years old. So maybe we're going to get to go in. We don't know yet.
Oh. These two gentlemen are putting stones in the middle of the square here around the plant. So in case somebody steps on it, they won't be harming the plant. There's a steel bar all the way around it. That's where the other stones are concreted in.
Mm-hmm.
But these stones are just to allow the water to stay in and people to step on it and not get moved. Very pretty. And pretty good size.
And this is what it looks like to be a bull in a bullfighting ring.
It's really beautiful.
This is about what he sees when he looks around. And the seats are all numbered. And Esmeralda's looking for the bull. I don't think she's going to find him, though. I don't know how he gets in here.
And I'm behind the bullpen. You can't get me, you big bull. You can't get me.
And this is where the bull comes out to meet his murderer, if you want to have it, or his challenger. Just standing there. Oh, she's getting away. And there's Esmeralda out there acting like a bull. All she is bull-headed. Only bull-headed. I'm up on the first level of seats. I think about maybe thinking about going to the next level, but I guess not. We're on the edge of a canyon that it's in the middle of Ronda. You can't even begin to know how far down it is down there. But I don't even know. There's a cave. There's an aqueduct. And I'm on full telephoto looking down at probably 70 degrees. There's a building down there. Seems that there's an aqueduct that comes. See if I can back off on it so you can see. Just layer upon layer of rock and dirt and rock and dirt. Enough people have built this home right on the top of it, and that's sheer straight down a couple of 100 feet. The cave a second ago that I showed you has to be no less than 300 feet down. This is an arch bridge that crosses the canyon to the old side of town, which is where we're going in a few minutes. Only to see this could you really appreciate the beauty of what I see. As we come further around, you can see this beautiful valley, relatively flat on the bottom. What I'm photographing is on full telephoto. There's some people right there. Full telephoto, and I'm looking down at a 45-degree angle from the top of this. Down here, there's some buildings, abandoned of course. Unbelievable. And I'm standing on this rock that could fall at any second. Okay, this is the wall that I was walking on a few minutes ago looking down, and now I'm over the center of the arch bridge that I showed you a few minutes ago. I'm very carefully holding my camera out over the edge, and I'm aiming it straight down. There's a ledge down there that I can't even see, but the camera can. That water that you see flowing, there it is. That water is probably 200 feet down. You get busy looking at this.
Yes.
Yeah, I've already got the cave.
Yeah.
There's the aqueduct that has water in it. I got all of those from over there. And there's the old sun out there trying to mess up my pictures. Okay, we've walked across the bridge, straight across the road. And this is the other side. And this canyon leads around. I guess they built the city. It's almost like a moat. And they built the city with this wall at the top of the canyon. I don't know how far it goes around, but way beyond over there at the countryside, it gets flat again. So I guess we're going to probably see some more. But probably in a rainy season, that's a beautiful waterfall right there. I have sort of an advantage point here where the step goes out, and as you can see, I'm standing over the top of nothing. But another little, there's restaurants and so forth over on the hill, the other side of the canyon. This canyon, by the way, is probably 300 feet across at the most, and 300 feet deep or more.
Decoration?
The orange trees. These are orange trees they use for decoration along the road. This is a road coming down off the hill of the new section. We're going to work our way up this road here after we get around this truck. Guess what?
Okay, which one?
I turn this thing on and forget to record.
Do it again?
Yeah.
We're standing in the middle of one of their parks, like always. People are always utilizing the park. This is a statue of Español, Ronda, su patria, 1876-1914. So he was born in 1876 and died in 1914. It's just a beautiful fountain in the middle of the park.
This carriage just passed us. They do little tours around town.
This is the museum.
I'm looking at a scale model of the surrounding area and to show you how that canyon passes through this plateau here. Carves this deep gouge through it. It's really, really close to scale. And that would be the upper town. I mean the newer town, and of course this would be the older town here.
This is the museum of the city, of the old city.
Yeah. Look how good this looks.
That was the true.
This model looks so real. Just so that you might know, staying on the corner, holding the camera out, looking down, I still can't see underneath. Down on the bottom. Cactus. There's one large rock sticking up there. This is a canyon wall. You can see how almost straight up and down it is. And this place was built on this. Big crevice goes back up underneath the building. Okay, I did a 90-degree turn here, step back a few steps, and we're looking down again.
That looks like at one time
Could have been a cave,
some kind of an entrance
some big
or something.
crack that goes under there. Look down on the top of those trees. Give you an idea how massive these towers are. That bus is parked right within 15 feet of that tower that stretches up. That's a regular tour type bus. And we're in Málaga. It's Friday, October the 27th. These sites go on and on and on. It's just unbelievable. This is a bunch of carriages pulled by single horses, obviously for tours around the city. Very top up there, they look like they're doing some renovations or rebuilding something that's missing. And just from looking at it, it appears they have a ways to go on. Passed around the corner, and this is a bell tower that's been reconstructed from the second level down from the top. This is still all part of this same building that you can see where they're doing the construction on top. So I have to guess that this is the plan. They're going to match that tower right there. You have to see that. There it is. A fabulous old building. Here in the courtyard is a side dining room. You want to come name this place?
This is where my family records came to after the war.
Yeah.
Do
you want to give a date?
Yeah. Today is
10/27.
Yeah.
You want to say anything about where we are?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
We're in the capital of Andalusia, which is Malaga, and we're at one of the oldest church here. During the War of 1937, 1936, which was the Civil War, a lot of the buildings were destroyed, and this happened to be pretty well in place. This is where all the records from all of the different little towns around here came, because this prior to the mid 1800s, the records were kept by the churches. So this was the main cathedral where the records of birth and marriages came.
And we hear some beautiful music coming from within, so we're going in.
We can visualize this to be beautiful inside, so we'll show you now when we go inside.
And this pond is complete, including fish. There's a gold one. Where'd he go? There was a white one. There they are. I lost the white one. But there's probably 10 or 12 fish in here. Can't find them now.
Right here.
Okay. Anyway, I'm going to show you that there's fish in this pond. This is a park, including orange and tangerine trees. Just for the record, this is where we are. This is from another side of those same two towers we were showing a minute ago. Unless you were standing here looking up, it's just hard to imagine how massive it is. You'll hear me use that word a lot because everything is so big here.
This is the same church in Malaga where we're not able to get in because they're having a function here tonight.
And as you can see, we're doing this photographing or videoing through iron bars on the window. Wow. Well, it's Friday yet, and we're at yet another castle.
Malaga?
In Malaga. Probably can't really see, but down below there is a seaport. We're looking down at lower part, but you can, because the sun, it's kind of hard for me to see what you're seeing on this little window. But anyway, there's a haze over the city, so we can't really see the water or the city, except that it's way down there. We're still climbing. Okay.
This is the guardhouse at the top of the Galapero Castle. And this castle was started as a small castle in the 8th century. It then got in by the Arabics and then was enlarged in the 13th century to the size it is now. During the wars that Spain has had, it got bombarded a couple of times. And as you see, It is at probably one of the tallest mountaintops up here, and this was probably a very solid mountaintop on the water.
Okay, there's that little guard tower that Esmeralda was standing in a few minutes ago. Just look over the edge. It's only too bad that we can't see this port, but way off in the distance, hopefully you'll be able to see the top of another mountain that's on the other side of the bay or whatever it is here in Malaga. And here's another one of those scenes that you can see and I can't see because I can hold the camera up and look down. But the wall is too wide. The wall is about 2.5 or 3 feet thick here. And as you can see straight down. But off over there is the city. Those are apparently, the majority of those are condos, apartments, so forth, where the people live that work in the city. We're following this same castle wall that you saw a minute ago. Nowhere near where those folks are standing. Esmeralda's headed over that way. But there's a staircase that goes down. You're going to see this gentleman disappear here, down in the hole here in a second. There he goes. Pepsi Cola Light, she said. Anyway, it's a courtyard down here. Very beautiful. Evidently because of the time of the year, there's very little grass here. We're looking down here on top of a palm tree. If you look at this palm tree, and my head is, I'm looking at just about at a horizontal right here at this palm tree. And here's still yet another view. You can see my shadow on the tree there, well below me. And that's kind of a ravine that goes down between there and drops all the way down between here and the buildings. There's more of the castle over there. The fingers go out to the edge of the, like this one right here. There's a walkway that goes out to that where they can keep an eye out over the edge. Surprising enough, in the dark down here, as we go down this little winding stairway, we can't go that way. Let's see if we can see what's in there. Well, it appears to be some sort of a room. Probably a bedroom. There's a window, peepholes look out. But we're going on down. You can see my big foot going ahead of me, so you can see that I've got this camera pointed almost straight down. There's the steps as they go up. You get dizzy from this. You have to see it to really appreciate it. It's just beautiful. I'll say that 1,000,000 times. They're all just beautiful. And we're coming out on the outer parts of it here. And again, we're looking over the edge. Where'd it go? If you look very carefully, you can see the church steeple from that beautiful building we were at earlier today, several miles away.
Because my great-grandfather was from this area, and this was at one time the Arabic area, I could foresee that at one time my great-great ancestors were guards in this castle. Could have been guards in this castle, because it was built by the Arabics, and I think that if we go back far enough in my genealogy, we're going to come up with the fact that there was some Arabic in the family, or some of its derivatives.
We're now walking through a pathway that has thick walls on both sides of it. out to one of these other little cupolas that, or watch tower, if you might call it that. The way the sun is in this part of Spain, it's very low on the horizon, so almost all day, whenever you take any pictures toward the south, you're going to be affected by the light from the sun, which causes the pictures to be dull. And now we're arriving at the other outer guardhouse that I showed you from way up there on the hill. I can get a picture of it. Where did it go? Right in there. There it is. And there's Esmeralda taking a picture. Because of the many steps, she kind of didn't come up on this last vantage point here, or this particular vantage point. It's not the last one. I want to get an idea of how these walls go. This is the one near where Esmeralda was just sitting. She's moved now. I don't know where she went. But anyway, that's a walkway up to the main castle. That's how I got down here. And that wall right there. Some of the haze has lifted. Big, beautiful building that we were in earlier today almost looked like a miniature down there. Took us some 20 minutes to drive up here, and I could almost throw a rock at that building. It's probably just barely a mile away. And a good 20 minutes to drive up here. Going isn't easy. This is a very large bougainvillea plant with the purple variety. You might like to see this. And it's the same bougainvillea that we have in Florida. As we look around down here, we see some construction equipment because they are continuously in effort to repair these different parts of this castle. Right here, kind of a design on the floor. Those are in stone on the ground level down there. And that seems to be some kind of a well or something. I think eventually we'll get down there and see what it is, but at this point, we'll just have to guess. No, you forgot to say only 5 weeks.
Only 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 3.5 weeks. And we're not going to walk down there to that other vantage point.
Yeah.
We're going to let that one slide. This is the courtyard that we've been circling. This, you can see this castle is massive. Every stone laid one at a time. Because at the time this castle was built in the 13th and the 9th century, there were no cranes and so forth. They had to do with what they could with block and tackle ropes and poles and manual labor. Now ascending along a wall on what appears to be the south end of the castle. Of course, there's a lot of other tourists doing the same thing we're doing, so a lot of people. And this is the famed bull ring of Málaga.
But I don't have a little thing.
We don't know when it was built, and there's no bulls fighting down there right now, or whatever it is they do. Just, I was told there's only some bullshit down there. I'm going to step down a little bit and show you where this is. In regards to the city, you see I've panned around there. There's the water out there again. The city kind of goes out into the water, just out in it. This is another view of the bull ring. You close in on it pretty good. But you see there's many seats and many levels. Poor bull. And that's the miniature model layout of the castle. We're up in this area right here. No, the screen. They didn't allow us to go down to this area here. Close for some reason. Anyway, we're in the center of the screen now. It's a bull ring that we saw from before. And there's the family.
Today is Sunday, and Sandra, Delmas, and Esmeralda are at the bullfight in Mijas. We got second to the best seating, which was about $45, and we're sitting on the ground. People's feet are right behind us, so it's very close quarters. This is not the largest bull ring that we have seen, but it is pretty. I forgot to say who was doing. It's gonna start at 5.